Joe Cronin Show presents a show with attitude.
Hello everybody there, right there on the Joe Cronin Show. The hardcore legend Mick Foley wishing you, everyone, the very best.
Pleasure to be on the Joe Cronin Show, the Native America Tatanka.
You're watching the Joe Cronin Show.
What's up, wrestling fans? What's up, TNA fans? What's up, anti-TNA fans? We're live tonight, Sunday, June 28th, my birthday. It's time for a birthday BJ. I don't know about that, but hey, it's the Joe Cronin Show. We're getting ready to go here in just a second. Stick with me. We'll get it going for you. We're going to talk TNA. Jeff Jarrett, what's he going to do with the title? Global Force Wrestling, TNA, I don't know. You don't know. We'll find out, though, in a minute on the Joe Cronin Show. And we take your phone calls at 339-226-6610. It was TNA Slammiversary 2015. If you guys remember, if you've been watching my show since a couple years ago, you know that I was very high on TNA Slammiversary 2013. You know TNA Slammiversary 2013 was awesome. I gave it a almost unbelievable rating. And I remember having a lot of fun watching it. TNA 2013 Slammiversary was great. 2014 last year was kind of a disappointment. And tonight this one was better than last year, and not as good as 2013 in my opinion. And but boy, it was generically great in my opinion. It was really cool.
Joe Cronin Show.
We already know who Joe Cronin is. But seriously, it was cool to see Matt, the Blueprint, Matt Morgan return. Our buddy. Big Matt Morgan coming back to do some damage. That was pretty cool. You know, Ethan Carter III versus Mr. Anderson versus Bobby Lashley, Tyrus. I mean, and I think tonight, I mean, in my opinion, the most invested match there was for me was Magnus versus James Storm in the unsanctioned match. The match that essentially ruined the show tonight almost. As I spit because I have a giant canker sore that you guys know about, have been watching me closely. This thing was crazy. They were brawling all over the place, going through tables. You know, it sounded like the audio trouble that TNA was having was basically from I think something like the water or the beer, or, you know, something got spilled onto the wires because it was like it was shorting in and out the entire night. Because sometimes it was fine, and then other times it was like shorting. And I mean, I think that's what happened. But it was getting scary because you're like, is there going to be commentary? This is like their WrestleMania. And here we go. There's no... one of my biggest gripes about tonight, though, I will say I do have a gripe. And the gripe I have is I'm kind of pissed off that the Knockouts title wasn't defended. This is Slammiversary, man. Tyrion Terrell should have been defending that belt against somebody. And we shouldn't have gotten some kind of, tag team 2-on-3 match. I really wanted to see that. But Jeff Jarrett, I told you he was going to win. And then tonight I said, maybe he won't win because what's he going to do with the belt? And here he goes. He wins. Is there something going on that I don't know about? Like Jeff was like, hey, listen, you guys need money, I'll back you. But let me take the TNA title on tour on Global Force Wrestling for a little while or something. That's almost what it seems like. Like he's going to take the thing on tour. And, plug it around, show it out. I don't know. I don't know how that helps, to be honest. I don't know what's going on with that. But I really did want to see the Knockouts title defended. What?
You can't put that much stuff on.
I have to play it like 2 or 3 times. It's crazy.
I don't think you're supposed to use it as much as you're using it.
Nah, I use it a couple times a day. It's Oragel. It hurts to talk, so I have to put it on because this is what I do. I'm fresh off of FanFest in Providence, Rhode Island, as many of you guys know. It was a lot of fun to go there, and unfortunately, later on that night, I didn't get to see The Rock in Boston because I'm in Boston, so we could have easily gone to FanFest, gone to the house show, and then had a crazy wrestling night. But no, we didn't elect to do that, and I missed out on what I heard was a hell of a WWE event. But moving back to TNA, Austin Aries and Davey Richards was pretty good. Matt Morgan versus Bram, that street fight type of thing is kind of what it was, but it was good. Everything was just kind of sort of good tonight. It was solidly good. I enjoyed Robbie E and Jesse. Here's the thing about Jesse, right? This dude is evil. Like, I love that he's kind of he looks like a dink. Like, if I seen this guy, I wouldn't expect him to be in wrestling. I'd say, what a great body, but he's boring. But he's not, because when he comes out and he does that whole narcissist type of thing, he reminds me of Lex Luger with his entrance. He's more menacing. Something about that smile and that menacing look. So there's something creepy about him that works. Robbie E works with what he's doing as well. I enjoy Robbie E as a face, and he's doing good. What I liked about it too is they brought up previous tag teams and past tag teams. Shawn Michaels, the Rockers, the Hart Foundation. You think about all the tag team turns, like, when partners turn on themselves, and sometimes it separates. It really is a risky thing for maybe one of the individuals because you find out that one can survive in singles and the other cannot. In my opinion tonight, seeing Robbie E and seeing Jesse with the way he carried himself and the way Robbie E carries himself now, because he looks like a totally different guy with the beard and with the hair kind of combed down. Seeing that, I actually believe that both men are capable of carrying each other in their own singles competition. So that's really good for both of them. There's no Marty Jannetty here, Talvish, what's up, buddy?
Hey, Joe, what's going on, man?
I'm just hanging out and, reminiscing about the TNA. What's up?
Before I get to my question, I gotta say that I love your video. With the little FanFest thing, I love it. It's awesome.
Oh, nice.
But I didn't catch the whole pay-per-view. I just caught the King of the Mountain match, which I thought was a pretty good match, in my opinion. But it could have been a little better though.
I think the main event could have been better. I think the match of the night was probably the James Storm match, where they basically screwed up all the power in the whole place. Storm versus Magnus was the best match, I think.
Okay, so my final question before I go, Joe. Who won between Angle and EC?
Between who? Between
Kurt Angle and Eric Carter.
It was EC3, Tyrus, in a tag team match against Mr. Anderson and Bobby Lashley. Yeah, because Kurt Angle couldn't do that match, so it was kind of an impromptu thing.
Oh yeah, well that's all I had, Joe. It's good talking to you again, and also try to follow me on Twitter if you can.
All right, man. Send me a message and I'll try to get you on there.
Alrighty, have a good one.
Thanks, man. And speaking of Twitter, you can follow me on Twitter at Joe Cronin Show on Twitter. Tweet my Twitter and have some fun, and tweet me weird photos of yourself and go crazy. I don't know. Unsanctioned match was my favorite match of the night. One of my other favorites was the Jesse versus Robbie E. I thought that was actually really. And I was kind of interested in it. It was, if there was an Intercontinental title on the line, tonight there could have been. That's the match I would have done it with. Magnus brought a table from under the ring. He stood it up in the ring. Storm at a low blow. Magnus, catapults him into the thing. There's just foreign object stuff getting shattered. Let's talk about the finish of James Storm. I know we want to talk about Jeff Jarrett winning, because Jeff Jarrett won the King of the Mountain. And where the hell do we go from here now that Jeff Jarrett is the TNA champion, TNA World Champion, and Jeff Jarrett has Global Force Wrestling? It's clearly a deal between the two. No Jeff Hardy. So Jeff Jarrett is a good name to put in this thing to help sell the pay-per-view. Hell, I bought the pay-per-view tonight. And so now, does Jeff take it on tour with him with Global Force? Does he just kind of hang around with it for a little while? Does he give it back? What's going to happen? We don't know. Great cliffhanger to get people who maybe hadn't been watching, like myself, who tuned back in because it's Slammiversary. And now you want to know what's going to happen with the title, so maybe you decide to watch Impact for the first time in a while. Great decision by TNA to do everything. I think their decision-making for the most part was good. The match could have been better, to be honest. It really could have been. It could have been longer. It could have been better. Goddamn, what's his name? I always forget his name now. He was in 3MB in the King of the Mountain match. Goddamn, what's his name? Drew Galloway. Drew Galloway, he did a swanton off the top of one of the cages, which was pretty awesome for his size. Pretty cool. Remember the Chosen One? Was that what he was in the WWE? I forget. But they did a pretty good job. It was a pretty good match. It was probably maybe the third best match of the night, and more because of how interested I was in what was going to happen. Although I really did believe that Jeff Jarrett was going to win. Many people didn't. I think some people didn't think so. They were just there to sell the pay-per-view or whatever. That was a huge hit onto Storm's back onto the barrier by Magnus. It bent on impact. It looked like it hurt like hell. There was a lot of stuff they did to each other like it hurt like hell. And the first thing I'm going to do when the show's over tonight is put that match on again. And how about wreaking havoc with the audio all night because they tore the place apart. It was great. That's right. He was Drew McIntyre, but he's Drew Galloway in TNA, and he did a swanton. It was great. 516. What's up? What was that? All right. Didn't hear you, but you hung up. Yeah, Drew Galloway did a good job. How many people watched it? What would you guys give TNA Slammiversary on a scale of 1 to 10 tonight? In the comments on YouTube, I want to see what you have to say. Go ahead and write it in there right now. Let me know what you thought of TNA Slammiversary. So Magnus and James Storm really tore it up. Mickie James was nowhere to be found. Leah thinks she's going to come back as a zombie. But anyway, James, so let's talk about the finish. Because they did from what I understand, they really did the Stone Cold Steve Austin and Triple H. They did the Stone Cold Triple H finish from Vengeance or whatever the hell it was, where they had the 3 stages of hell match, and Stone Cold and Triple H pinned each other or whatever it was. They hit each other with the beer bottles. They both go down, and immediately I just thought, oh no. Because there was a spot before that made it look like the match was going to be over, and then it wasn't. I appreciated that. But then they hit each other with the bottles. They go down, and James Storm is on top just out of chance. And I don't know how I feel about it yet. Now, I mean, on one hand, they can continue to do business, which is cool. But because they just put so much into that match, and it was so good, I felt like a definitive winner would have been a little more satisfying to me. But at the same time, I do like what they did, and I won't forget that. I probably will never forget everything that happened in the match, and then also the fact that James Storm ends up winning because he fell on him. Part of me, so I won't forget it, so it's memorable, I get it, but I also would have, I think, appreciated it if there'd been a definitive winner. I don't know. I'm a little bit. I'll have to think about it, to be honest. I kind of did when it happened. I immediately kind of went, "Oh no!" Like, I want a winner. I mean, we got a winner, but I want a winner by not chance. You know, a lot of people giving it good reviews right now. A lot of 8s I see in here. It's really good. You know, I think I gave Slammiversary 2013 an 8.5. I think it was. In fact, I think so. I don't think tonight was that good, but it was better than last year's Slammiversary for sure. Slammiversary 2013 Joe Cronin. I'm going to type it in right now, and I'm going to try to find out. Oh, here it is. Gail Kim versus Terry and Terrell. Remember, that was a great match. It seems like it was just yesterday, but it was a long time ago, actually. Unbelievable. Let's take a call while I'm looking that up. 413. What's up?
Hey, Joe, I think you're making a mistake about Jeff Jarrett tonight.
You think they're making a mistake?
You made a mistake about Jeff Jarrett.
I made a mistake about Jeff Jarrett?
Yeah, you said that he was the new TNA World Champion.
What did I say? Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, my God. See,
Dude,
I'm all Yeah, people, well, they might get confused. I'm confused, apparently. I've been up for I've been doing wrestling for 2 days here.
Yeah, I know. I've been wondering about what else has been going on about in that.
Yeah, well, I mean, hey, it's a long night. It's a bunch of craziness, basically. And yeah, everybody talks about the injury, and everything. I don't know any new information, so I mean, to be honest, I am not really sure what's going on with that. But yeah, it's easy to get confused. I think I called one of the TNA titles the goddamn what's it called? Something the Intercontinental title earlier. So yes, the winner of the first ever King of the Mountain match, the King of the Mountain champion, is Jeff Jarrett. I'm losing my mind. So the King of the Mountain champion is Jeff Jarrett, and apparently there's a title belt for it now. So that's the reason why I picked him to win the other day, because I said if it was like the TNA title or something like that, they're not going to give it to Jeff Jarrett. But because it's inventing this title, it's easy for him to carry it now, create a relationship between Global Force Wrestling and TNA. I appreciate the caller for telling me that, too, because people would have been like, what the hell are you talking about, Joe? Dixie Carter reacted on Twitter already to the event. Dixie Carter confirming her TNA TV return, and was telling fans to quit hating. I think TNA is very aware of some of the hate, some of the bashing that's been going on over there between some of the fans, but you can't worry about all that. Here's my TNA Slammiversary 2013. Here
WWE pay-per-views of the past back in the heyday.
Look at this.
And it's up there with some of the best of the TNA pay-per-views. Obviously comparing it in-house to itself to what it is. And the women's match, I know I've been talking a
Must have gone on a rant.
All you care about are little kids' toys and goofballs who can't wrestle.
Must have been cutting a promo there.
But I have to say that Gail Kim, the women's match with Gail Kim and Taryn was the best match in the night for me. I'm not saying it was the best match. I mean,
remember that, man? That was 2013. But I'll tell you what, tonight it was pretty good as well. It was better than last year. Adrian Lopez, what's up, man?
What's up, Joe Cronin? How you doing, my man?
I'm doing okay. My face is sore, but I'm happy. My brain is happy because I thought the TNA pay-per-view was pretty good tonight.
Yeah, I thought it was. I'll give it a 7.5 out of 10.
That's what I'm gonna give it. That's exactly what I'm giving. People giving it an 8. Some people giving it an 8. I'm giving it a 7.5. I think last year was less than that, like a 6.5. Yeah. And I think the year before that was an 8.5. So 7.5, I'll take it. Yeah.
I just had a quick question for you.
Yeah.
You think TNA will finally put the world title on EC3?
Are they doing that Wednesday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they might. I think they will. I think they're really building to get everybody to watch television, and when they try to get everyone to watch television like that, they usually like to have a title change, and it's usually like they're using the pay-per-view a lot tonight because they knew a lot of people would be watching it, whether it was on you know, whether they were stealing it, whether they were buying it. You know, a lot of people. Look at me. I watched TNA.
It's donation time.
Oh God,
baby.
look what happened.
Let's do this!
Here is an item you might be getting from the fabulous Illuma Crate. A wonderful poster outlining 150 different uses of using the pyramid hand sign. Suitable for framing. Show it off at your next party.
Hey, thanks for the donation, and thank you very much to the Illuminati who is supporting me throughout this weird life that we have living here. If you want to donate as well, you can go in the description box below and click the link and go ahead and instantly be on the show with your donation. But no, I think that yeah, they're building towards television, no doubt about it, because they know that lots of people who haven't been watching are going to be watching, and they're going to try to push to get everyone to stick around, whether you stole it, whether you bought it. They want you to stick around so that you can be there on for Impact on Destination America. It's so bizarre that on Destination America, of course, we have, you know, TNA. We've got ROH. It's really cool. I think Maria had a good insight to it when I was talking to her at FanFest the other day. It's just so bizarre how everything is going. It's so good for the wrestlers right now. And it's just a strange time. The WWE is where it's at, but all these other promotions are getting television deals. Like, you think back in the day, I mean, we had WWE, we had WCW, we had ECW, 3 entities. I mean, but we basically had 2 titans fighting each other out on Mondays, and then ECW on wherever you could find ECW late at night. But right now we got WWE, the Titan, in by itself. But we've got all these guys fighting for second place. We got ROH, we got TNA, we got Lucha. You know, it's Global Force Wrestling's going on tour. I mean, all these names that are becoming known. They're becoming known, or already known, obviously. And that's what's so wild about it. Like, there's more known television promotions right now, or even non-television promotions right now, than there were during the Attitude Era. Because all those tiny markets were squashed and they were gone. And then there was like ECW struggling on television like at 2 a.m, wherever you could find them. And but WCW on the main channel. So it's weird. It's more like watered down type of stuff going on, but there's still a bunch of variety. And I think the biggest thing is, yeah, it's a good thing that there's places for people to work, because then you add the independents to that now that have kind of risen back up in a way. The territories aren't necessarily there, but the independents have risen up. And although there's no necessarily territories, the Luchas, the Global Force Wrestling, the TNA, they're becoming their own territories, kind of. But they're, rather than being territorial to a state, they're more, territorial to the internet. You know, to the virtual world, almost fighting for a spot on the internet, fighting for your time on television or on the internet or on YouTube, or to go to the live event. NXT is there too in a weird way as well, if you want to go into NXT too, if you count that, which I do. Alex Williams says, total nonstop AIDS. Holy shit. But yeah, so I mean, the King of the Mountain match was pretty good, but it wasn't the the main event. Again, you know what I said: Magnus versus James Storm, Awesome Kong and Brooke Tessmacher versus the Dollhouse. The Dollhouse. It pissed me off that we didn't get Terrell in the match. You know, really the best wrestler there doesn't get in the match, and this is Slammiversary, man. Come on. That's my only gripe, which is weird because normally with TNA, I don't gripe about the women. Usually TNA, all they do is get the women matches right. I will say that they still had a better match than anything you see on WWE Raw, but I just felt like the Knockouts title should have been on the line, and I would have enjoyed that more instead of waiting for Wednesday. I mean, like, it seems like it's become almost more important in a way, like, or as important to sell the show on Destination America versus the pay-per-view. It really, because what are they doing? They're setting up. All night tonight we heard about what's going to go on, and normally that's good, but I have a feeling that some stuff got in the way, which pushed stuff out of the Like, we could have had probably an 8 point. We could have had an 8.0 tonight from me. We might have been able to have an 8.5 from me tonight for TNA. But we didn't get that because I think some things were held off so that we could get the Destination America Impact show to pop. Which I understand, especially from a business point of view. But from a selfish point of view, or maybe not selfish, how about this? From a guy's point of view who just paid $49 to watch it on pay-per-view, I should have gotten those matches tonight. So I am a little pissed off, and that's what gets me to drop the rating to a 7.5 tonight. Because that's how I feel as a fan. Take that feedback, TNA, from me. Take that feedback as you will. But other than that, I mean, it was a good big card. I wasn't gypped. Everything was good. In fact, almost every match, there was really no match that was really weak. DJ Z versus Ty Gray Uno, and Manic was there. I don't like Manic's new outfit, by the way, but Ty Gray Uno, man, he was destroying. It was a great opening match, type of stuff that you always expect out of the X division, and you got it tonight. So I enjoyed the shite out of that. Robbie E versus Jesse. Good eras. Jesse, man, I told you, he was creepy. Robbie E was good. It was like an old school Intercontinental type of matchup. That's what I appreciated. Matt Morgan returning, looking badass against Bram. That was cool. Obviously they did what they did, but it was good, except for Magnus. The Blueprint, Matt Morgan. Kind of putting over Bram, which I guess is the right thing to do. I don't know if Matt Morgan's back or if he's just working some time. I don't know if he's officially fully back. I don't know yet. I'd love to get him on the show, actually. But because he does follow me, coincidentally. Maybe he watches. I don't know. But he did great tonight. The only thing, he put over Bram, and that's where I see that going. I don't know if he's staying. If he's staying, then that's a different story. Austin Aries, Davey Richards had a great little wrestling match. They really did. Austin Aries, the Dirty Heels, like their little stick there. That was good as well. I mean, there really wasn't anything that was like, man, that sucked. I mean, I had a gripe about the women's the knockout belt not being defended. That's about it. I would say the weakest match of the night for me, though, if you want to pick something and go after it, it would be I didn't really enjoy that much, Tyrus and EC3 versus Mr. Anderson and Bobby Lashley. Maybe it's because I missed some of it because I was setting up, but I kind of just like drifted off during that one. It was a quick match too. And I don't know we also had the audio issues that came about at the end. Thank goodness, like, it really didn't affect things too much. It started to get better, it seemed. But it really had all the makings of sound like someone spilled something all over the devices. Beating the hell out of Willow. That's right. You remember Magnus Bram. That was the funniest goddamn promo I've ever seen in my life. It is my birthday, and I'll complain if I want to. Abyss is still in TNA. Yes, he is. Let's go over to the chat. Found out Vader was on Impact when Matt Morgan came back. Yes, Jerry, Vader. Big Van Vader was on TNA Impact. Pretty cool, huh? He shouted out Dave not that long ago in one of his videos, which is cool as well. Who won? Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle was not there. Why does people... I guess people didn't get the news about Kurt Angle, but... You fuck, $50, I'm streaming. Dixie has been in so much shit in the years, so hey, the problem probably needed Jarrett for this as well. It seems like they did. It was like an outcry from both. I think it works for both sides. Jarrett gets to talk about Global Force Wrestling on television and promote it.
It's donation time, baby.
Let's do this!
3 stars because the TNA people wouldn't let me campaign there. I wrote a nice speech for that occasion. #order out of chaos. #Jacobs 2016.
Well, I'll vote for you, Jacobs. I'll vote for you. Destination America is the TBS for wrestling. That's funny because TBS used to have wrestling, so that's kind of bizarre. XPW, that sucked ass. Still better than Raw. Murtada Osama says boring. Well, go kill somebody that doesn't believe in your religion, I guess. I don't know. What else? I'm going back in the comments. Want a spoiler? Oh, yeah, that's right. You probably do have spoilers for what's going to happen. In fact, shit, did I read a spoiler? I think I read them. I might have read some of the spoilers. I hate when stuff is taped, because this is what happens when stuff is freaking taped. Well, I turned 31 today. I turned 30 freaking 1. What do you know? Did you see my Cornette interview, by the way? Because it was great. I creeped him out like you wouldn't believe. It was glorious. A glorious time at FanFest in Providence. Most of you have already seen it, but if you haven't seen it, go back and watch my last 5 videos. I've got a bunch of them up there. Definitely my favorite part was Cornette, because he's out of control.
Well, you know something? You know, Bret the Hitman Hart's always spoiling a lot of things, isn't he? You know, he's been on the show.
Who's that?
That's Bret the Hitman Hart.
That was Bret Hart?
That was my attempt.
That's a great impersonation. Yeah, it certainly
Well, you
was.
come on up there to
I almost knew who it was.
Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Maybe all you Americans need to learn a thing or two about respect.
Don't quit your day job.
All right. I tried, guys. I did it. They said do Bret Hart for Jim Cornette and see if he kills you.
Well, now, you did an impersonation of Bret Hart. You didn't actually do Bret Hart. Yeah. If you do Bret Hart and let me watch, that would be interesting.
Yeah, Jim Cornette wanted... it's official. Jim Cornette will watch me have sex with Bret Hart. And because Jim Cornette will watch me bend over Bret the Hitman Hart and have sex with him, I'm going to get that done. I'm going to reach out to the Hitman and see if we can make this happen. Because I think that if I tell Jim Cornette, Jim, listen, I've got Bret the Hitman Hart and me hooking up, Jim Cornette would actually probably pay me for the DVD, I think. I think he would pay. Like, I tease him a little bit, and I think teasing leads to pleasing, and we would get some great footage of that. Another thing from FanFest that was really interesting was, what's up, wrestling fans? Forget all the wrestlers that I talked to. Forget all the people I talked to. It was being outside the arena, something that caught my eye.
Was on our show recently. How's it going?
Good. How are you?
Science, apparently.
Here it is. What the hell is this thing? Someone explain what this thing is to me.
What's up, wrestling fans? It's Joe Cronin. That was it. That was the FanFest at the Rhode Island Convention Center. All the wrestling legends were there. We got most of them, and I even got interviewed by another wrestling podcast. So shout out to those guys. We're standing in front of the Rhode Island Convention Center, and we had a great time. It's a huge building. We're also standing next to a gigantic sexual device that can be used on women who are giants, apparently. Like, what the hell kind of dildo is this thing? Like, what do you do with this thing? Does it go in? Does it go out? Does it go around? What is this? Leah, do you know what this is? Leah, rub up on this and see if it works. Well, anyway, this is Joe Cronin signing off from Adult Sex Toys Rhode Island, and we'll see you next time at FanFest 6. Saving, we'll be okay.
Now, here's another thing for you out of FanFest.
Doing good.
Goddamn Gene Okerlund tried to make me think, and I know he's pulled this before, and thinking back, I think I've seen this before from him, but I just didn't expect it. He looked like he was bleeding, like he looked like he had something on his shirt that was red, and then he was like, his hands are really swollen, and I started thinking like, oh my God, you know, something's wrong. Like, I really believe something was wrong. And in fact, it was so bad I shut the mic off and was like thinking about what do we got to get help? And then he was like, oh no, like, he was trying to tell me to turn the mic back on because he was doing a bit. He was doing a rib. He was doing a I can't believe it. I really my heart started going. I got out. You see me stand up.
This guy has been institutionalized on 7 different occasions that I can verify.
Well, me and Gene, what have you been up to besides doing the tours? Besides doing that, you all right? Pull something. These chairs aren't too comfortable. You okay?
I'm like, you okay?
I've got gas. I've got to go.
Oh my God! I
hope I didn't sell that deal too hard.
Oh, it was great. I thought I was looking around like, who do I call? Where's the button?
Mean Gene goes, that's how actually paying attention and cognizant Mean Gene is. He goes, I hope I didn't sell that deal too hard. The dude was aware that he sold it so hard I believed it like that much. It was great. He probably thinks I'm an idiot. He's like, that, I got him. You know, this moron came by earlier. I pretended to die and he believed it. but damn, I'd bang his wife. It's really weird. I love Mean Gene. That was so good. Oh man, yeah. Kurt Angle has some kind of tumor on his neck, so Kurt Angle's not wrestling tonight. I don't know if they're gonna try to take the tumor out. I haven't really heard that much about what's been going on, but I will tell you.
Left him, and he's got a tumor.
Yeah, well, that happened a while ago, but yeah, he's a little bit of a mess. Kurt Angle, hope you're all right. Thank you very much for saying happy birthday to me. I feel old as shit, and I hate myself. But yeah, I'm 31. Yay, happy 31. I'm gonna drink this O2. H2O? Oh. Fuck the periodic table of the elements. Because I said so. What did you... holy balls. I got a holy balls out of him. It was great. Oh, man. Wrestling hobo. Kurt Angle is going to die. Durr. He has a cancer in his neck. Milk will not save this motherfucker. Wrestling hobo. That's what he said, at least. I don't know. But I thought everybody was great. TNA tonight, again, I give it a 7.5. I don't think it was worth 50. It was close to worth $50. I think it was worth $35. I wish you could just pick your own price after the show's over. Wouldn't that be nice? Pick your own price. I'd feel a lot better about everything. Well, 817, it's the Joe Cronin Show. It's TNA Slammiversary. What's up? We can't hear you.
Hello?
Hey, what's up?
Hey, John Cronin.
Holy shit, man. What's going on over there? The Babysitters Club over there. Did you ask me if I was John Cena? The champ is here. The champ ain't here. I got news for you. The champ ain't here. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to Dead on Dave for destroying me the other day. All right, we're gonna continue. It's a birthday party celebration for me. When it's my birthday party, I celebrate with just myself and you guys. Because that's what I do. Let's have a blast. Let's get into it. And let's check out this interview with a very special guest. Here you go. Buddy, we are back. And I want to say that we are here with PAC Millie. Of course, we played the song. And, now we got him here on the phone. And the first thing that I want to ask you, PAC, is how does it feel to have a song that went viral? It's, over 1 million plays on SoundCloud right now. You're destroying. You've got more views, I think, than maybe our show combined with just that one song.
Man, I'm blessed with it, man. When it came to us, we were just kind of sitting around thinking of something that might be a good song for the strip clubs or any club for sure, And when we got it together, man, it blew up, and it's never expected like that, but I'm blessed for it for sure.
Yeah, no, it's awesome. It's definitely a good theme for that. I'm gonna if I go to the strip club, I'm gonna bring it in with me, and I'm gonna tell them you got to play this. But no, it's good that it's getting. You just aim for the strip club, and instead you get sort of mainstream status and notoriety. So that's really good because it's translating out. Usually those songs do stay in places like that, but this thing is obviously expanding. And actually one of the things too is I didn't know this. You're apparently related to someone in the band Three Doors Down. Do you have any
Well, he was in Three Doors Down before they became famous.
Right.
Yeah, his name's Greg Maples. He was the drummer for the band, and the name Three Doors Down was actually a place that my uncle Donnie, he actually built him a place to practice in or whatnot, and sort of soundproofed it and everything, so they could play. And it was Three Doors Down from the lead singer's house, so that's how they came up with the name there.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, he used to tell me that.
That's going back. Were you little when that was going on? Because that's a while. That's going back there.
Oh yeah. I was really young, but the thing is, he was actually with them when they did the song Kryptonite, but he never he had left right after they had made that song,
right? Which
was right before they blew up, and he got a call to go back on tour with them, and he turned it down. So.
Yeah, it's definitely strange, but that's a wild story, man. That's pretty cool. It's in the blood, I guess.
Yeah.
Now, another thing that I heard about was that you like streak bikes. I don't know if you ride them or you've been, you know what I mean. You collect them.
I've been riding them for a while. I was buying and selling them for a while there, like a long time ago, and then I've just always been addicted to wheels, man. And I've got a 1000 right now, a Yamaha R1, and I'm building it right now.
Oh, that's awesome, man. I'd like to, you know what you do? You make that bend over video and maybe we'll put it to the bikes. Here's what you do. You put strippers on bikes.
Hey, that's a great idea, actually.
And then bend over, and they're all
right.
If they're all at the skate park, they don't even have to be strippers. They could just be beautiful women. You know what I mean? In bathing suits on the bikes. Stuff like come up with some sort of concept like that. Sounds like a good idea.
That is a good idea. I do appreciate that.
All right.
That'd be crazy if we do something like that, huh?
Right. It would be. You heard it here.
You'll be like, I know that guy. That was my idea.
If you do it, go use it. And if you do it, definitely record it and send it to me and be like, we did it. If you do end up doing it.
Hell yeah.
I don't sue anybody. I just come up with ideas and I throw them out there.
There you go.
Where are you located, by the way?
I'm in Los Angeles. I'm originally from Mississippi.
Oh, cool. All right. Yeah, I'm in Boston, so sometimes it's a flight. If I go to L.A. from Boston, I got to be loaded.
I'm telling you, man. I've heard that's such a long flight.
Yeah,
I fly back and forth to New Orleans, and I can't imagine what Boston did.
Even down to Florida, ever since I've flown down to Florida about 8 times, and every time it gets scarier. So the next time I go out, I'm going to have to be tanked. But no, it's you're probably you're in a great place in L.A. then to film something like that. So I'm sure you could get that done. And I'm going to play the song for everybody. I'm going to be playing this thing for at least the next month. I think it's really cool. It's blown up. There's a reason for it. That's awesome. Music. Yeah. What do you what keeps you going musically? Like what are you working on? How do you come up with the songs? That type of thing.
Man, I've just always been into like writing poetry and just writing in general. I was garbage in school, but I was always making good grades like in English class and stuff like that. So it's just something I enjoy, man. I enjoy just writing poetry, not so much even rap. I just enjoy writing. So when it comes together, it's good, and I just get excited when I can have something come together. It's an art, so I enjoy doing it.
That's awesome, man. That's really cool. Yeah, I was garbage too. I was good in English, same thing. So hey, you were writing poetry.
Yeah.
I was running around with a tape recorder trying to ask people dumb stuff, and it was it's funny. You don't
Hell yeah.
If you whatever you're good at, if you're good at something else, you go for it, and that's cool that you did it, and it definitely it's definitely working out here. So I'm gonna play it right now. It's called "Bend Over." I know there's a lot of people who haven't heard it, believe it or not, even though a million other people have. It's called "Bend Over." I'm gonna listen to it right now. Right here on the Joe Cronin Show. Here you go.
Barely any clothes. Can you drop it? You look too good. Bitch, stop it. Let me holler at you. Lean closer. I'll tip you if you bend over. Bitch, bend over. Bitch, bend over. I tip you if you bend over. Go and bust it open like a Pepsi. Right. Bet I have you soaking like a jet ski. Shake that ass like it's epilepsy. So I can fuck you, then I'm gone like you never met me. Bitch, I'm legendary, ball like Jordan. Bend over, I'ma let these dollars fall like August. All these diamonds in my collar, money taller than the Eiffel. Having trouble with my wallet cause it's thicker than a Bible. And you thicker than a Snicker dick, harder than a pickle. And you know the deal, I'm going around in that pussy like a Holyfield. Shutting down all the hottest venues. You got everything I need like the dollar menu. That ass soft and round like a donut. You make a preacher wanna sin, I'm like, oh Lord. Sliding with you, that's my only motive, hold up. I'm trying to see your legs spread like Ebola. Barely any clothes. Can you drop it? You look too good, bitch. Stop it. Let me holler at you. Lean closer. I'll tip you if you bend over, bitch. Bend over, bitch. Bend over. I tip you if you bend over.
Gon' drop it for me. Get it crackin'. House full of bad bitches like the Kardashians. Now get it poppin' for me. Pop it just like a Nina. Cause my pocket's real fat like an opera singer. Bitches PAC Millie, the rap hillbilly. I feel I stacked the deck, no they can't deal with me. I'm in the new Bugatti, her and the girls getting in. I'm about to start a riot just like in Ferguson. Stop my shine, no never. Shining like the motherfucking diamonds in my bezel. In my red bottom tennis shoes, Gucci sweater. And my wrist so cold, no beverage, so cold. I spend my days rocking shows, smoking indo. Versace styling out here wildin' with my kinfolk. Cop a bad bitch and play it like Nintendo. I bet I leave that ass stretched out like a limo.
Barely any clothes. Can you drop it? You look too good, bitch. Stop it. Let me holler at you. Lean closer. I'll tip you if you bend over, bitch. Bend over, bitch. Bend over. I tip you if you bend over.
It's the PAC Millie with Bend Over. 1 million views. Go check them out on SoundCloud, iTunes, and download the shit. Sit there, get drunk, and listen to that, and just get a blow-up doll and bend it over. You know, screw it. Jeff Jarrett wins the King of the Mountain match, the King of the Mountain title. Global Force Wrestling representing, you know, who's going to benefit more from this? Jeff Jarrett's Global Force Wrestling or TNA for having Jeff Jarrett there tonight. I mean, I will say I bought the pay-per-view tonight, and maybe without Jeff Jarrett being there, I might not have. So seems like it was a good decision. I really do have to be honest. But the match that made the pay-per-view good was not necessarily that match. It was very interesting though, and I got to give it up for Drew McIntyre, Drew Galloway, whatever it is, doing the swanton off the top. That was pretty cool. James Storm did such a good job. Dixie Carter's coming back to TV in case you didn't hear it. Believe it or not, Adrian Neville from the WWE just got married last Wednesday. That's why he missed last week's WWE SmackDown tapings. There's already a photo of it up. Dude's married. Adrian Neville just got here. He's already married. Sorry, ladies. I don't really know anything else about the person he married, and who does that really matter? It's not wrestling. What are the people saying about it though? The man, Mono gave me remembered. Why does the suit and glasses make him look different? What? That's a comment in the photo about the photo of Neville in his photo from his wedding or whatever the hell it is. Someone wrote, "Why do the glasses and suit make him look different?" He seems to look different. Of course he looks different. He's not wearing purple trunks and almost naked. He's wearing a suit and glasses. Why is that a comment? Anyway, there they are. He's taller. That's all you need to know is he's taller. Little breaking news for you there. I enjoyed everything about tonight. I thought TNA was really pretty good for the most part. You know, I ranted about a few other things, but I thought overall it was pretty good. I give tonight's TNA a 7.5, as you know. I'm giving it a pretty good rating, I think. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Jeff Jarrett in 2015. No way that sucked. I want to get drunk and listen to some Steel Panther. He looks like an elf, says Mo Bunk. Yes, he does. He sure does. Dixie needs to put a paper bag on her head when she comes back to TV. Oh, that's terrible. That's horrible. I think Dixie Carter is pretty good looking. She's older too. I think she's nice looking. All the women that would need to have a bag on her head. I mean, Dixie Carter is not. Not in that category, I don't think. Someone left me a voicemail, 904. Sorry, I missed your call. What'd you say, that I should kill myself or something? Let's listen. Oh, Skype wants to freeze. I'd play your voicemail if Skype wasn't freezing. Holy shit. Holy balls. Well, guys, I appreciate you guys watching all the videos. Make sure you go back. There's a ton of new videos up right now. If you haven't seen them, go watch them. I've got more interviews from FanFest and other things coming up as well. Also, a 1-hour show that me and Dave did the other night. Kind of like a monetize this type of deal. Since we didn't do one this week, you can listen to it. It's called After Dark. Me and Jesse did something called After Dark a while back, and now me and Dave did an After Dark. So it'll be After Dark episode 2. That's going to be uploaded in just a few minutes here, and you'll be able to listen to that in a little while. And it's an hour long. It was really good, by the way. It was like better than most of our goddamn wrestling reviews. We just kind of talked about stuff. It was really good. So check that out. And tomorrow night after Monday Night Raw, we're going to be live here again right here on this channel, and we're going to be live with we're going to have guests. Dustin Starr from Global Force Wrestling and local wrestler. Great guy. Obviously, you saw his knee bend like Superman. It didn't even affect him. He kept wrestling. You can go back and watch that match that I called from about 7 videos ago. I don't know what it was. But the dude takes a shot, and he's going to be joining us to talk about Monday Night Raw and to talk about what he's doing. And we'll have a good time Monday night after Raw with all you guys and Dustin Starr, special guest. And, of course, the Dead on Dave will be here as well, my co-host. Hope all you guys are here as well. We're going to be getting crazy Monday night. I'm also hoping to have Wrestle Crate show up at my door, maybe Monday, if not Tuesday. But if you haven't already got it, make sure you go to WrestleCrate.com, enter in coupon code Joe Sent Me, get 10% off the Wrestle Crate, and basically you can open it, have a lot of fun, sell it for twice the amount, or you can just keep the stuff and get a collection. By the way, Jim Cornette, none other than Jim Cornette, of course, as you saw me meeting with him. I did get a copy of his Jim Cornette Live in London. If you haven't seen his UK stuff or his Live in London or some of his other DVDs as well, you got to check out Motormouth Jim Cornette. The fucking guy never stops talking. He never stops ranting, raving, going crazy. There's his signature, the man, the myth, Jim Cornette. That signature means more to me than a cure for AIDS. It's unbelievable. I'm enjoying it. I'm loving it. It's Jim Cornette. I'm Joe Cronin. Make sure to subscribe to me. It's the Joe Cronin Show on YouTube.com/Joe Cronin Show. And hit me up on Twitter at Joe Cronin Show. If you got a message, you want to ask me a question, I'm going to be answering questions this week on the videos as well. Send me your questions to Joe Cronin Show, yahoo.com. That's where you want to do it. Or tweet my Twitter, anything you want. If you want to Instagram me, Instagram.com/Joe Cronin Show. And you can see all my DAC pics there. Hope you guys appreciate it. It was a TNA review. TNA Slammiversary 2015. It was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. I hope you guys did too, and I hope you have a great night. My name is Joe Cronin. This is the Joe Cronin Show, and if you didn't like the show, you can all kiss my ass. But I know you loved it, so thanks for being here. Before you go, like button, up the anus. Let's make it happen. Do it.
Want to get Joe Cronin merchandise? ProWrestlingTees.com. Go to ProWrestlingTees.com. Go under podcast and YouTube shows and look for Joe Cronin Show, and you can buy one of the many t-shirts on ProWrestlingTees.com, where the actual professional wrestlers sell their gear. Now Joe Cronin is there as well. ProWrestlingTees.com. Wrestle Crate is a monthly wrestling box that comes with awesome stuff, toys, memorabilia, autographs, collectibles, and more. Be like the thousands of other wrestling fans to get the crate to arrive at your door monthly. Go to WrestleCrate.com and subscribe. Enter in coupon code Joe Sent Me and get 10% off. Open it, collect all the stuff, or sell it on eBay for twice the price. Whatever you want, just go to WrestleCrate.com and make sure to enter in coupon code Joe Sent Me, and you're going to get a special 10% off that nobody else gets. Do you want to support the Joe Cronin Show? Well, whenever Joe Cronin goes live, in the description box below on YouTube, or in one of those PayPal buttons around the Twitch website, you can click on the link in the description box on YouTube or on Twitch, and you can donate to the show live, and special alerts will pop up telling everyone about your donation. That's a great way to help out the show. Or if you can't, just sit back and relax and watch it anyhow. If you would like to pledge your support monthly to the show, you can really make a difference by going to patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show and support the show like people already have. Every single month, whatever amount you want to pledge is going to come out of your bank account and go to the Joe Cronin Show. Whether it's $1, $10, $50, $100, whatever you want, even if it's 80 cents, you can make a difference and help Joe Cronin Show get better production, stay up, do more videos, and you'll help Joe Cronin not have to get another job. That's patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show. Or just wait for a live Joe Cronin Show event, and you can donate live and get your message heard by everybody else. You can leave a comment that's going to get read over the airwaves. You can actually interrupt the show. Say something smart. Say something funny. Ask a question. Whatever you want, do it, and donate live. To book Joe Cronin Show, send an email to joecroninshow@yahoo.com. Or to send any mail or any questions or any comments, send it to joecroninshow@yahoo.com, or simply tweet Joe Cronin on his Twitter, @JoeCroninShow. Follow Joe on Instagram at instagram.com/Joe Cronin Show, or on Periscope, Joe Cronin Show, or on Vine. Well, you guessed it, Joe Cronin Show. And what am I talking about? I'm Joe Cronin, and thanks for watching. Okay, the TNA review is officially over, but Leah just called me Chris Jericho because I had so much. I had probably half content and half commercial tonight, so fuck it. I'll do a Q&A because that's bullshit. So sometimes I have commercial-free nights of 2 hours of no commercials. Sometimes I have more commercials. I don't know. And sometimes, actually, there was one night when I think I got like $40 in donations, and I just nixed doing any commercials. I was like, well, let's just get rid of the commercials. But I gotta pay the bills. If someone pays me to do a commercial. I'm having an okay birthday, I think. Magdonish says, I got a question. Do you believe? Why to Joe? It's great. Hello, my name is Paulo Brazil. Rio de Janeiro. What's going on, Janeiro? Janeiro. First question, do you take it in the ass? That was weird. Well, he said it was weird. Well, you guys, if you got questions or you want to say something about TNA, I'll read it. We'll get into it. Or we can sit here in silence. I mean, I'm done as far as TNA goes. Jeff Jarrett is the goddamn one, the king of the mountain. I think a lot of stuff that TNA did tonight was best for business for TNA, to be honest. And I think it was a good decision-making by TNA, to be honest. What do you think the most must-see superstar? Hashtag the moneymaker, The Miz. Miz is what he is, you know? He's a good, mid card. Miz is not lower mid card. Miz is not high mid card. Miz is mid card. I think he's a great asset. I think he does his job well. He's annoying. He does a great job. What's going on over there? What's she want? Total nonstop anus penetration, says Alex Williams. What does Double J's win mean? Well, I think that it means, Jarrett's going to have ties with TNA. He's going to have this King of the Mountain title belt that he can bring to Global Force Wrestling and hold around. He can come back to TNA and say, I've got the King of the Mountain champion. I think it might be something almost like the $1 million title for DiBiase, but when will it be defended again is the question. Will it be something that gets defended soon, or will it be something that they almost never defend and it's just used as this link between Jeff Jarrett and Global Force? And thank you for the birthday, the happy birthday, Jamie. What do you think the pay-per-view was free here in Ireland, UK? Why do you think the pay-per-view was free in Ireland and UK? I didn't know it was. It's free everywhere if you just went and found it, I guess, but I don't know why. That's bizarre. Because you stole it? I don't know. Maybe I don't know why it was free.
Maybe they want to create a global audience, or they want to be in good graces with the global audience over there. So they gave it up for free. Slammiversary, 7.5. Mo Bunk says, Joe, will I ever have a girlfriend? If you're asking me if you'll ever have a girlfriend, then I say no. No, I don't know. I don't know what you look like. I don't know what you act like. I don't know what you smell like. And those are all very important things. And because I don't know those things, I can't tell you if you'll ever have a girlfriend. Devious Dave Rose. Great points. Thank you, Joe. Well, Devious Dave Rose, you're full of greatness. Had to comment on the taking it in the ass thing. Earlier, Joe Cronin Show, did you plug a Yahoo contact email the other day? Please plug again. Wait, what? My email is joecroninshow@yahoo.com if you want to send me messages or pictures of your penis. Mackie Poo is moving to South Carolina. Why didn't you tell IRS that Bray Wyatt was your accountant at FanFest? I thought about telling you because IRS said the worst thing, the most fraud comes from death. And I thought about leaning over to the Macho Man saying, you know what he's talking about, or something like that. I should have said that. I think that would have been kind of funny. But I didn't do that. But I should have. It would have been great. Tatanka was cool. It was so good to be in a place that was roomy. You don't understand, like all the other previous fan fests were in small halls, like small, sweaty, overrun halls, and it would have been a nightmare, especially if Leah, who was doing the camera, because it was tightly packed. Like this was the first year it was in a big building and there was a lot of room. Eric Bischoff was actually doing a special talking downstairs as we were leaving, and I didn't get to see it, unfortunately. I really would have liked to see that or get him on the show. I think Eric Bischoff was really attainable. There was some of the people like that weren't. Like Jim Ross we weren't gonna get a hold of him really. Scott Hall as well. But Eric Bischoff was attainable, and that's a little depressing that I missed out on that, but that's okay. What happened to Tommy C? Well, he's dead. Paula Santos. Oi, what's going on? Tatanka looked in great shape. Yeah, he looks like he could really pick somebody up and tool him. You know what I mean? It's amazing. Looks great. Hey Joe, you seem tired today. I am tired. I had a birthday. I've been doing everything, man. I'm tired as hell. Why is TV frozen? I don't know. But I got to get out of here. All right, guys, I appreciate you. I appreciate you very much for being here, for watching. Thank you. And we'll have more to come being uploaded. And then, of course, tomorrow night after Monday Night Raw live right here, The Dead on Dave will be here. We'll be taking your phone calls. And, of course, Dustin Starr will be joining us. Thanks for watching. Have a good night. Make sure to go back and watch my other videos that I just uploaded over the last day and two. And I'll have some more coming up tonight. So enjoy. TNA. Good job.